Story time, nigga. Tell me what this story time.
You already know what time it is. Indeed.
Spot and I need it. Whatever I want, I'ma cop it. That trip and the shoe like a rocket. That trip and the shoe like a clutch it, up it. Leave his body in front of the function. He got dropped and I ain't even touch him. Police they rushing for nothing. Walk in the spot and I need it. Whatever I want, I'ma cop it. That trip and the shoe like a rocket. That trip and the shoe like a clutch it, up it. Leave his body in front of the function. He got dropped and I ain't even touch him. Now the police they rushing for nothing. Walk in the spot and I need it.
I bet. You already know. Storytime 40. So today's episode, we're gonna call this shit Crack Dealer Chronicles, right? So
Crack Dealer Chronicles.
A lot of y'all wanna know how I got started, like in the streets. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of niggas ask me, you know what I'm saying? A lot of my young niggas, they always ask me like, yo, how you know what I'm saying, how you started doing this, how you started doing that. So today I'm not really gonna explain to y'all like how I really got in the streets, but I am gonna explain to y'all how I started getting money in the streets.
That's the 10 crack commandments.
Shit like that. Shit like that. So I'm gonna explain to y'all how I started like really like getting money in the streets. So if we gonna start, we gonna bring this shit all the way back to the beginning, right? So back in the days, you get what I'm saying. Like I used to live with my aunt, my uncle, and shit like that. So now my aunt really raised me like she was type like my mom's and shit. You feel me? So my mom's was always at work and shit. So me and my little brother ended up at my aunt's house.
Okay, holding shit down.
That just for stability.
Yeah.
And to have that family environment. Okay. We ended up at my aunt's crib. You get what I'm saying? So now my uncle, which is Adam, y'all heard me refer to him as Papa Joe before. Was a working man. I mean, he still is. Go to work. He got his career going on. Get paid salary. He do everything by the book.
Oh, he chilling. Yeah.
My aunt, on the other hand, drug dealer, hustler. You get what I'm saying? And my uncle, I watched my uncle pretty much like struggle through life. Like always, I gotta pay for this. I gotta pay for that. I'm sure. And I'm watching my aunt. She coasting. Mind you, he the one working, she hustling, but she's making his check about 2-3 times. What he see in a month,
she make that shit in a night.
She making that shit probably like in 4 days.
Damn,
she making what he making in a month, she doing like in 4 days. So
she moving shit.
You know, as a kid, you a sponge.
Yeah.
So I soaked up what she was doing because he was at work, and you was around her more. I was always around her.
Yeah.
So I mean, I knew how to bag shit up. I knew numbers, this and that. You get what I'm saying? I even knew where my aunt's stash was. Like, I take you back to a time she got locked up. Like, they raided the crib, and I'm coming home from school, and the nigga like, yo, don't go upstairs. What's going on? They're like, yo, niggas raided the crib.
Shit.
I'm like, oh shit, niggas raided the crib. I go upstairs when the police is leaving. My mom's come home, my uncle Group come. Yeah. So they come, they like, yo, we gotta bail her out. Where the money at? So they wait for her to call. Mind you, I know where the bread at, but I'm not saying nothing. So they like, yo, they like, yo, they like, where the money at? She gets on the phone, she goes, ask Kyle.
What?
I'm like 13 at this point. She like, ask Kyle. They like, ask Kyle. Like, what?
That's technically permission.
She like ask him, so that they ask me. Mind you, the police come, they flipped the whole crib. I mean, flipped everything except for my grandmother's room. The stash was in grandma's room in the mattress.
Yes.
Like niggas cut like a hole in the box spring. Yeah. And put the money in the box spring. Yeah. And that's where the stash was at. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ended up getting money. But by then, I was already like, because she was hustling since I had been like 8, 9, something around there, like 2000, 2001. Like, I was like, you get what I'm saying? So, I was already dillying and dallying with the hustling shit by the time I hit like 8th, 9th grade. Yeah. This is when she got indicted. So by the time, not indicted, but this is when she got raided. So by the time she got raided, jail and the consequences of selling drugs to me wasn't real yet. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
You just knew of them.
Not even. All I knew is that's how she was getting money. And that's how we was living. So I wanted to do it too. Now, eventually she stopped selling drugs.
Okay.
So when she stopped selling drugs, this is when I kind of like you see the Olympics where niggas is running a race and they got the little
Felt the baton.
like the baton pass. I took it. I wasn't really like hard with it. I was like in and out a little bit, and then I met my man Johnny. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? My son
Rest
Johnny,
easy.
my man Johnny, and he started coming over here to this block. He was chilling with us. Now, mind you, Johnny from Tremont in the Bronx, but he was, you know what I'm saying, he also had Harlem ties, so that's where Johnny was hustling at.
Yeah.
Nigga always used to come to me and say, yo, 40, fuck these niggas, let's go get this money, yo, come with me. So, now he was saying this shit to me for maybe like a year, 2 years. I was like, nah, like, because he was selling dust, he's selling crack.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, bro. You
He
was
was
crazy.
wilding.
Like, you know, you a kid, you hear that shit. You like,
nah, I don't
But
know.
he coming over here with them bricks. Like, this nigga got bricks of money on him. He Prada, Gucci, Louis, all the time. I'm like, nah, like.
He living right.
One day he's like, yo, you gotta come. I'm like, alright, bet. I was with my first baby mother at the time. He had wrote me on Facebook. She had my password. Yeah. And I remember thinking, like, he had fronted, like, yo, this nigga ain't even write me. But she had checked the message already, so it never, like, lit up on my shit. So she like, yo, your man hit you up. Like, word? So I go to the inbox. He like, yo, come to 114 for like, hustle and shit like that. So I'm like, alright, like, let me go down there.
Yeah. Check the
Yo, I kid you not. The first day I get down there, I hustle. I'm selling crack or whatever. He put me on with his brother.
Yeah.
My son E. Put me on with E. It was E and Johnny who really got me into this 40 the hustler, 40 the trapper shit. The 40 that everybody know is product of them. Slash my aunt, but really them. Like Auntie Ebony kind of like laid the foundation, but them niggas put these bricks up. Like it was them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Taught me how to hustle. Taught me how to stack the bread, save the bread, everything. You know? So I remember my first day hustling. I go out there and he gives me a pack. I sell the shit, all the shit going. Yeah. Mind you, this is 114. This shit clicking. Yeah. So I mean, like, you could go out there and you could do
Fiends,
like,
white people.
yo, bro, you could
that.
do like no bullshit. Me personally, I'm selling like $300. Easy. $300 a crack. Day. 300. I'm doing 300 on a bad day. On a great day, on a regular day, we doing like 5. On a great day, we doing about $700, $800.
Jeez, chicken stack and word.
We going crazy, nigga. Now you do the math. $800, we doing $8,000 a day. Yeah, damn. We was killing them.
The word.
You get what I'm saying? So I remember the first time, like, he gives me I think he gave me $50, and I sells all the shit, right? Boom. So I remember giving him all the bread because I didn't know how this shit really went. Yeah. All I know is, you know what I'm saying? Like, my aunt, I never seen her hustle really for nobody. I seen her hustling for herself. So I never really knew you got, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you give this, they give you this back. Yeah. So I just hustled it and gave him all the bread. So I gave him the bread, he counted out. The nigga counts the shit out. Yeah. He handed me money back. Yeah. So I'm like, what's this for? He like, nigga, that's yours. I'm like, that's mine. And I count, oh shit. Boom. So that's an all day. So now, what? The nigga, I sold that 50 in like 30 minutes. Oh. So I'm like, give me another one. So he give me another one. I do this shit. You know, we got out there late, so I did this shit like maybe from like, cause we got out there at like 11 in the morning. Yeah. We got out there, I did this shit from like 11 to maybe about 5. But that's a late shift. You get what I'm saying? 11 a.m. you late in the hustling world. So, but I remember like I hustled, brick. Man, I got the brick on me. So I remember Johnny looking at me and he like, how you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? That was the first time, I swear to God. I could keep it a buck. Johnny was the first nigga that ever put more than $500 in my pocket. That was the first nigga, bro. Like, not the only nigga, but that was the first nigga that I got with, bro. And he showed me a way that I could really make money, and that was the first time I was able to hold in my hand over $1,000 and say, this is really mine. I can spin it the way I want to spin it. And I remember Johnny looked at me, he said, how you feel? And And I was like, I want to go get some sneakers. Because you know how it was coming up for us. Twan was hard.
Yeah.
Shit was hard. Niggas ain't have, you know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't always fly. Niggas wasn't always had the best shit. Bunch of clothes, you know what I'm saying? Shit was hard for us. So, yeah, what you want to do? I want to get some sneakers. So I remember the first pair of sneakers I bought was the True Blue 3s. I bought the True Blue 3s. I remember he came with me, and then the shit was so embarrassing. Because we go to Champs. They had the True Blue 3s and Champs. Yeah. When we go to Champs, and the lady comes, she got the bread, she got the sneakers. She, I'm like, how much? I think the shit was like $230, $240 after taxes.
Yeah, that's cool.
She's like, yo, you gotta she's like $230, $240. So now, mind you, this is crack money. How you think these crackheads is paying me?
Oh, balled up.
Fuck balled up, nigga. I got the biggest bills I got in my pockets is 20.
Oh.
Quarters, nickels, it ain't a lot of them. I got wild fives and singles. So I get to the front of the shit, and no bullshit, I probably only got about $80 in 20s on it. And everything else, I'm paying these niggas in fives and singles, and I'm sitting there mad low. Mad low, I'm counting money out. Because I really want the sneakers, so I'm counting
I know they was looking like.
They already knew what it was. This nigga comes in all this fucking crack money, man. So I'm like, I guess the sneakers or whatever, and like we from there, I ain't gonna lie, like the scary thing about selling crack or selling drugs that you really getting money with is you become more addicted as a dealer than the actual crackhead does. Because a crackhead will go clean up. You don't know how many times I've been on the block and a fiend cleaned up and I was still selling crack.
Damn, you done been through cycles.
Like a fiend, I come out there, this nigga, he's smoking. I'm like, oh damn, alright, boom, he's smoking. I see the nigga 3 months later, he's sober now. He's clean. He's sober. He done went to rehab, got himself together, he got a little job, he clean now, and I'm still on the block hustling because I'm like, I ain't giving it up. You become more addicted as a seller than you do a dealer, and I can tell you that from experience. But I remember it was a couple funny shits that happened when we was out there. Like I remember one time in particular, like it was this it was some nigga. The nigga had old Johnny, like, cause I used to hustle Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Fridays and Saturdays I didn't hustle. Right? So I remember the nigga must have owed Johnny money from the weekend. And the nigga was like I think he owed Johnny like $40 or $50. And the nigga comes to me one day. He not thinking me and Johnny together.
You want it? Oh.
You get what I'm saying? So he come to me. I'm like, yo, come in. So he come to me. The nigga comes and he like, yo, I'm like, what you want? The nigga like, yo, I need 2. So he give me the dub. I give him the 2. Soon as I get a nigga the 2, Johnny come in the building. So now Johnny come in the building. Johnny like, 40. Take your crack back. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? He like, take your crack back. So I takes the crack back. Johnny like, give me the $20. I give Johnny the $20 now, right? So, cause I'm lost now. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
What's going on? Whole transactional.
I don't know what's going on. So he like, take your crack back. I take the crack back. Johnny looking at the nigga. Johnny like, yo, where the fuck my money at? Where my money at? So the nigga like, yo, I told you I'm gonna pay you. Johnny like, nah, nigga, you supposed to pay me last week. Woo. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna pay you. Johnny out of nowhere, he smacks a nigga. Wow hard, Johnny smacks a nigga. Johnny smacks a nigga. The nigga
like, damn.
Smacked the nigga so hard his head hit the gate, like it was a gate on the door. Nigga head hit the gate, boom. So the nigga looking at Johnny like, yo, chill. You having seizures. What? Johnny like, I don't give a fuck about your seizures. Johnny
doing smoking crack. Oh.
Wow. Yo, I'm telling you, like, these niggas, yo, bro, Johnny with this crack shit, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, was comedy, bro. So I'm laughing and shit. The nigga ends up
to the money.
The nigga ends up leaving and shit, right? So now, another funny thing that happened. We used to have a nigga named Jesus. The nigga, I swear to God, I can't make this up. You see how they depict the way Jesus Christ looks? That's how he looked. Beard,
what?
Long hair. He's coming with sandals.
What?
He got like a white button-up see-through shirt.
What the
pants?
fuck?
And he smoked crack. And every time,
actually be Jesus.
And every time the nigga come by crack, the nigga tell you a joke.
The fuck?
The nigga tell knock jokes.
Oh no.
He'll buy crack off you and tell you a knock joke.
Oh no.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember it was this one time when I found out like how crack, like, cause I didn't know I'm selling this shit, but I don't really know about it. I'm just getting money. This is when I found out that crack is a fast hop. It was one time. It was a nigga that boy. He came to me. He was like, "Yo, let me get a dime, and if the shit is fire, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get the load off you." I'm like, "Alright." I get a nigga a dime. He buys a dime. I give him the dime. He smoked the shit. Then we on 115. This is summertime, so we on 115th between 7th and 8th. He walked down to 7th Avenue, came up 14th, came down 8th. By the time he came down 8th, he was sober.
Damn.
What the
He was
fuck?
already sober.
Whooped it off.
He was already sober. So now the nigga, he's sober, and the nigga comes to me, and he's like, "Yo, that was fire. That was fire. Give me 10.
Give me 10.
Give me 10."
Enough to get the walk home.
So I sells the nigga the 10, but that was the first time I found out like how fast a crack high was. Like, and I used to bug out because it used to be niggas that like we used to have like some type of like, not a basement, but you could go down there like where the housing workers be at.
Yeah.
And crackhead, like the shit was across the street from where we was at. So the fiend niggas would come to us, buy the crack, and go down there and get high. But I never peeped that they would go down there and within 10 minutes they coming back up. And they leave.
That shit was like a nest.
It's a hit. It's one hit.
It's not
You
even
get what I'm
enough to
saying?
pass
So,
out.
boom. So I remember it was one time how I got caught selling crack by my mom's. My mom's used to remember. I don't know if you ever been to Mommy's job. She was working downtown. She was working on 110th. I know I took tea with me, and she was working on 110th, and she used to work in like some residential shit. So a lot of people in there, they had like AIDS, or they was crackheads and dope fiends and shit like that. So she had this picture of me on her desk, of me and Kobe, my little brother. It was a picture of me on her desk, and a fiend goes in there one day. Like, not a fiend, but one of them that live in there is a fiend. So she go in there and they look at the picture. She's like, "I know him." So my mother like, "How you know him?" She like, "Yo, he be on 14th." My mother like, "Yo, no." My mother like, "Yo, don't know him." So now I pull up to my mother's job one day, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still playing shit off like I'm not doing nothing. So I remember I had hit my mother up like, "Oh, Ma, like, I want to go out to eat or something like that." And she was like, "All right, I'm going to take you." So I remember I went to the job one day, and the fiend is like, "Yeah, like, I know him." I'm looking like, "Oh, shit." Because I'm on 114th hustling, not realizing I'm on 114th between 7 and 8 from hustling. And it's over, like, it's shit going over my head that my mother works on 110th and Broadway. So a lot of these fiends is all in the area. So my mother asks me like, "Yo, you be out here hustling?" I said, "No, Mom, I don't be out here hustling. Like, you know, I chill on 120th, but that's it. I don't be doing nothing." She's like, "All right, mind you, 20th is not like a block you can hustle on. So it's right there by 2/5, like precinct there. Like, she's not thinking about that. But 114th is like, you know, shit, that shit different." So she like, "Yo, you be hustling?" I'm like, "No, I ain't hustling, whatever. Then it was one day out the blue, like she had called me and she was like, kind of like in a panic. I think they had like, she lied and said they cut the lights off at the crib. I was like, "Yo, they cut the lights off at the crib. We owe $200. I forgot to pay it, and I don't get my check for another week. I need $200." And she called me. And I'm like, "All right, Mom, yo, just meet me on 116th. Because, you know, you hear your mother and friend, she frantic. You ain't thinking like, I gotta protect this secret. You like, I gotta help my mother.
Yeah, secret's over.
I goes over there, bro. Gives her $200.
Damn.
She's like, "Well, how you get the money?"
Finessed you.
I'm like, "Nah, I be selling clothes. I be saving the shit."
Selling
like,
clothes.
Ain't selling no fucking clothes. I ain't selling crack. By that time, I was already a year, some change in. She couldn't really stop nothing. Like, she couldn't really stop shit. So, kept on hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, these niggas used to be wilding. Like, niggas used to be out there fucking fiends. Like, God bless the dead, my son Johnny. But I ain't gonna lie, niggas got their dick sucked by a couple fiends. I didn't. I wasn't with that shit. But niggas was getting neck from the fiends. Niggas was living over there like trap stars. I remember niggas had bitches coming over there. We got bitches around us while we selling crack. niggas is sitting there doing the entire most. You get what I'm saying? But I remember one specific day, I was supposed to be going home, and I never forget. Like, it was an old lady. They used to come out there and she would give me like food and shit like that. Like, she was mad cool. The bitch was like an auntie to me. Like, she would always make sure I was alright. I remember the police ran down on me one day, nigga. She like, nigga, that's my grandson. Y'all bugging. Mind you, I got a whole fucking 100 pack on me. $100 in my pocket. And she like, yo, like, that's my nephew. That's my grandson. Y'all bugging. And they backed up. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, like, you just, woo! You saved my fucking life. And so I remember she came out, I was like, what you still doing here? And I was just so fucking desperate to get this little $20. Yeah. Knowing that I got about $1,500 on me, bro. What the fuck you need the extra $20 for? But I'm like, nah, I need to get rid of these 2 cracks. Yeah. So I ends up selling the 2 cracks to some niggas that come. 2 niggas, they come together, I sell them 2 cracks. Now, what I was originally gonna do was I was gonna walk to 8th and walk to 16th and get on the train. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I got money. I'm gonna walk to 7th and take a cab. Yeah. I walks to 7th and I jumps in the cab. And I'm looking at niggas like, niggas is doing all type of this. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get in the cab and we driving. My cab driver, he hitting the gas like this nigga driving all crazy. Driving all crazy.
Driving like the devil.
I turn around, police is on him.
Boop, 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 boop. But that nigga was trying to get low.
And these, people stick with each other, so he's trying to get away from them.
Yeah.
Niggas end up chasing us from Harlem all the way to the Bronx.
Damn.
We end up in by 161 by Yankee Stadium, and the niggas like, yo, like, they get out the car, and I'm like, fuck, like, cause I ain't got nothing on me, so I'm thinking it's really the cab driver. Like, I sold my crack, I'm like, yo, it can't be me. Nigga, I get in the cab, they get to the cab, they snatch me out the cab, slam me up. They mad cause I don't got the marked money. Mm-hmm. So what the fuck? They fucks me up. Like, they beat my ass, bro. I ain't never had my ass beat like that, but the police, they beat my ass that day. They locked me up. And I remember I got charged with, they tried to charge me with a set and have no marked money. They had to drop it to possession. Even though I didn't get caught with no crack on me. I still had to cop out to a possession. And I remember, like, being in the bookings, they R&R'd me because that was my first real charge ever. Like, and I remember coming out, I see Johnny sitting there. He's like, nigga, I was coming to bail you out.
Mm-hmm. He said Johnny was about to come through.
He said I was coming to get you.
Yeah.
But they had R&R me. I remember I came out. He's like, yeah, nigga, I know your fucking greedy ass is hungry. This is my first time, like, really going through the whole shit, booking, real charge. I'm scared. I'm like, fuck. My baby mom was pregnant. My first baby mom. But I still didn't give that shit up. Remember, I told you, like, that shit was addictive. So we kept hustling. And then Johnny Girl had booked us. Like, we booked some niggas for some money, took the money and bought mad grams with it. And we was doing alright. And then she booked us. He showed her where the stash was. And she booked us. Damn. And I remember this particular night, I'm going to New Rochelle. Yeah. He called me like, yo, the stash got booked. But I'm around a certain type of crowd.
You can't react.
I can't really react to that shit. So I'm like, yo, like, the only thing I could tell him was like, yo, I'll be there tomorrow. So now I gets there, he acting all like he being like mad, like distant from me. What the fuck going on? Mind you, me and Johnny close. I'm like, what's going on? Come to find out, he think I took it.
Really?
Mind you, it was. Wow, I was the nigga that set up the niggas to get the bread from. Yeah. So we could get the shit going. He think I took it. I start thinking he took it. Cause I'm like, why you think I took it? So now we end up me and him beefing. Damn. I'm not out there. I'm up here now. He down there. I'm up here, and you know what I'm saying. Every time we see each other, it's drama and shit like that. But me and him, thanks to Dave ended up squashing the shit, and you know what I'm saying. We ended up. I think Dave squashed it, and his brother was locked up. And his brother comes home. His brother hits me up like, yo, let's get this money. So I start trapping again down there with the brother. The brother didn't want Johnny around. Well, I brought Johnny back around. So that's how niggas started hustling and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I had stopped again because I had started doing tickets. That's gonna be another story I'm gonna tell y'all about. But I started selling tickets, like the counterfeit tickets. And remember, I was getting mad bread with that shit. So I stopped. Then I came back. And was like, I came back to sell crack again. And got booked in a week.
Damn, what the fuck? In the same spot?
Same spot.
Oh nah, niggas was watching. Yeah, somebody's definitely watching.
Again. So now I get booked again. And this is how I caught my first bid. So now I does the bid. I comes home. And like I gave crack. Like I think I went out there maybe like for another 3 or 4 months trying to sell crack. I stopped it and with the tickets full time.
Yeah.
And then the block got indicted.
It definitely was.
I missed the block indictment. Like I didn't get caught up in it because
you wasn't out there.
Nah, whenever they started looking at niggas, I wasn't there. And when whatever decoys they were sending to serve niggas, for niggas to serve them, I never served them.
Yeah.
Like it was like 3 of us that wasn't on the shit. Damn. It was me, Johnny Little Brother, and our other man. We all had missed that shit.
Luckily,
by the skin out of the teeth. But I caught a bid, and if any of y'all been on story time, y'all know how jail was for me. So it wasn't that funny or anything. You get what I'm saying? Like it was just a story like that my man Johnny had wanted me to tell before he had passed away and shit like that. He had wanted me to like, cause he was on some positive shit before he died, so he wanted me to like deter young kids from selling drugs and shit, cause there's still kids out here that get in the crack game and shit like that.
Word.
And I just want to say like the moral of this story is like stay away from drugs, y'all. Like don't use them. Not hard drugs. Smoke your weed. Drink a little bit of liquor. You know what I'm saying? But the hard drugs,
calm shit.
The hard drugs, stay away from it. You get what I'm saying? If you a kid, you think about selling crack, take it from me. That shit only leads you really to jail or hell. You get what I'm saying? Because a nigga kill you if you getting too much money. A nigga snitch on you. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I've been through it. You get what I'm saying? So I want everybody to just take a step back and just like do something positive. You get what I'm saying? You don't gotta sell drugs. You don't gotta be in the street and shit like that. Like I tell niggas all the time, the niggas who actually are in the street really don't want to be there.
Cause they know what it's
niggas
about.
Will do anything to have a good job. Yeah. You feel me? So, like stay low, stay out the street. For anybody that's still in the streets, try your best to get out, because I know I'm trying my best. That's why I'm doing this right here. You get what I'm saying? And you already know the saying, use me as an inspiration, because I'm going to keep using y'all as my inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know next week I'll be back for another story. Rest in peace, my man Johnny Cash. And holla back.
Take a seat, find the bleachers. I know hustlers, I know keepers. I know gangsters that be geeking. My niggas is not what you speaking. You spin your block for no reason, cause all of my niggas be tweaking. It's in the work, they be jinking.